today, and this is Sport Insight. This is a show that makes sure that we keep you up to date with everything that is sports related, coming in from campus, in and around the University of the Free State, of course, and locally in and around Bloemfontein, from UVKB Knights to Cheetahs, and also Bloem Celtic. Today's guest rather is Nozipho Dlovu, an entrepreneur command alongside Jefferson as well. Now, I just want to first touch on the whole event that organized it, rather, Unlimited Buzz Horizon. What is Unlimited Buzz Horizon? And I see you already have the t-shirt on. Just tell us about Unlimited Buzz Horizon and what is its main objective?
Okay, so as I've alluded before, Unlimited Buzz Horizon aims to seek or to address social ills around the Free State. So we've been doing quite a lot of events around the Free State, like sanitary towels, donating things to matriculant people, and also hosting test tournament. So what we're basically doing is that we're taking all the things that are unnoticed and making it like noticed to address such issues, like the chess. We felt as if the sport as chess is not being recognized at the university as much as it should, like other sports like soccer or tennis or anything like that. So we plan to continue doing this to address it and like make it more noticeable.
Now, you touched on chess being a sport. Do you also believe chess is a sport? Because that's the questions everyone would like to know.
Just a sport. It's something that is really personal and it helps you develop as a person. So from yesterday's tournament, we could see that it's just not a sport. It's really personal. Yeah. It got hectic.
Just to air on that, I would actually say it is a sport. But then the problem is that this sport is not kind of a physical sport where we play through our talents. Like it's an intellectual sport. It needs you to think, it needs you to understand a lot of things, to predict what's going to happen from here. How do I attack this? How do I defend this? Because that's how it works. You work with cows and stuff.
That's true.
Well, chess players would say these are not cows, but then just in simple language for everyone, we'd say this is cows. Just everyone to understand, because we learn, okay, the other one is attacking, the other one is defending, and we find such terms of sports, which makes it a sport.
I think you hit it on the nail there. Just to stick with you though, of course yesterday's event was your first inaugural event for this fundraising as well. For you, how did it feel just to see that turnout on itself?
Okay, to be honest, we were expecting like 40 people, but a day before, well, we were still having 12 people and we were like, kind of scared. And the following day, we accepted that we were going to have 12 people. But then he told me that, you know, the problem of chess players is that they're always late and they come just on time. And when we were about to start and they came in floods and we were like, this is going to be actually long. We were stressed about the venue being small, but it managed to occupy about 40 people, which is 29 males and 1 female, which I was kind of disappointed.
Quite disappointing, but it's actually quite interesting. I mean, it was events hosted as well by yourself and female, also partnering alongside you. But seeing the fact that guys had more interest as well, I mean, it's interesting as much as it's disappointing, I'm sure.
It's not interesting, I would say it's disappointing. I'm really disappointed with the females. One of my friends said I go while we're busy chasing guys are busy learning how to play chess. And that's smart.
That's a whole lot issue itself. But I just want to find out from you guys. This was a great event, especially that you guys started with. But what was the motivation behind it? I mean, why did you guys go for chess specifically to help you guys make a fundraise fund?
Well, as I said, chess is not noticed around campus. So while we're making fundraising, we're also making chess to be noticed. So that's why we chose chess. And like, as we see, like there are other sports giving attention, so that we were like, no, let's not give the other sports that has already have attention. Let's give this one and raise it from the ground.
Makes sense. Now, entrepreneur, I'm not sure if you guys have received any sort of support, say for example from the SRC of Sports or Kovsie Sports in particular. Has there been any sort of reach out?
Yeah, we actually did receive some support from the Kovsie Sports, SRCs and stuff, from the chairperson of the UFS chairs, and we did receive some support, and we're working with other organizations, with the, what's the name? I forgot the name of the other organization. But yeah, we did get some support.
Winning the tournament. And I'm sure there is still more for you guys that you guys wish to achieve with the Ultimate Puzzle Rising. Is this the only tournament that you guys will perhaps be hosting? Is this going to be something that you're going to host annually? What's the next step from here?
Initially, I thought that this was going to be a once-off thing for me, because I was like, we're raising funds and then we have this sport, let's just do it a once-off thing. But when we actually did the whole event, a lot of people were thirsty for more. So players were asking us, can we have more like games like this? Can we have more tournaments? At least maybe like once after 2 months. They were willing even to put money onto it. That's how they are. So I think moving forward with working with the project manager, he's going to be hosting a lot of this to see also if people really participate, and if we're only going to be making it through fundraising, are we going to make them pay, or we're going to just have friendly games. Because some people that contacted me, they said that they didn't want to pay for this to just play. They just wanted it to be a friendly game, so we're going to look more into that also.
Definitely something to consider, I'm sure. Ultimate Puzzle Rising, of course. Where can we guys get you, and we can also just make sure that we keep in touch and keep up to date with anything that we will have coming up in the future?
Okay, we are available on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just search Unlimited Bazorism, you'll find us there, contact details are there, and yeah.
Alright, it's awesome stuff, and I'm sure there's some more to definitely look forward to as well. Project manager will definitely keep us informed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, of course, for being with us here in the round table. A very interesting turnout with the Ultimate Puzzle Rising in terms of the chess tournament, and something definitely we'll be looking forward to in the near future, I'm sure. And then you've been absolutely amazing, and thank you very much, guys. That was, of course, the Ultimate Puzzle Rising, which is rather a fundraising organization that obviously helps certain individuals in terms of sanitary towels. It's just pretty much an NGO. Yesterday they had a first successful chess tournament that they held at the Fish Tank at the SSC building, and the turnout was great, and definitely there'll be more to come into the future. However, for now here in Sports Insights, of course, be sure to stick around. We've still got some more things coming up, and we'll be talking footballing things after this. For now, from us to you, let's just take a quick recap. Well, like I said, we're back again, man, here in Sports Insights, your weekly, daily catch-up show, of course, in terms of anything that is related to sports from around, of course, the varsity itself, in and around Bloemfontein, and of course, also in terms of national things around South Africa. Now, like I said, my name is Lwazi Dlamini, if you just tuned in, and now we're going to be catching up with some footballing things, as I promised with you. Now, I got myself very two members, distinguished members, who are very popular as well, participated recently in the varsity football tournament that recently took place. Of course, it was won by the champions himself, by NW Burka. This of course is the men's soccer team that has Captain Khawti Mugata alongside the goalkeeper of himself, who participated as well in the tournament, Nelson Chauke. Gentlemen, good day, and hope you guys are well. How's it going?
Good day, everyone. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah. Just gents, I've already introduced yourself, of course, Nelson and Khawti. I'm going to begin with you first, Nelson. Man, football, where did it all begin? Of course, how's your journey been like? Because I know you just literally come from a race league, and then boom, here you are. You're now a name that's known.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think they saw me first at the first year tournament, and the entire year they were trying to get me to come play soccer. But I was freshly out of high school, and you are me to study, so I was just going to focus on that. And I think I arrived later on that year, but I didn't start properly until 2016. So I started 2016. And the same year,
same year. The progress has been just immense from there onwards.
I
mean, was goalkeeping your first position? Was that the position that you wanted to play at the beginning, or was there another position that you found yourself playing before were you converted?
I kind of converted myself because I started off when I was still a kid. I was a striker. I was running around. So I don't know how to stick there. Just boss people around and stuff like that.
I mean, it's pretty much similar now. Just the difference is that you're at the back. Pretty much, because you have to organize the defense. And you don't run around. I feel you're lazy, man. Okay, I guess when it comes to fitness, when it comes to the running around, that's the most
I'm actually pretty good at that. It's just that I don't like doing it.
Awesome stuff, Nelson. Look at you. Clearly, you definitely have a different opinion towards that. I'm sure you must prefer the running part of the fitness. Yeah.
Always in front.
Yeah.
When it comes to running.
Oh, seriously? Yes. Or you know which funny characters. You're always leading this. How is always in front.
I have to lead on
Yeah.
and off.
But you had a similar journey as well yourself, from racing and then USA Champs all the way to Varsity Cup. But how's it been like for you, man?
Yo, it's been a very humbling experience for me because I was also spotted from the Gateway Cup in 2014.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a call up immediately. So for the majority part of 2014, I wasn't playing football because when you fresh from high school, you just come in with the mentality that I'm just here to start and all that. So I got called up around September, I think, after Varsity Cup, to join the USA National, USA Kenya. So I joined the team then, and then from there on, it's been a very, very humbling experience for me.
Interesting, you say humbling, but I'm thinking to myself, I mean, you've been under captains as well, and you've been pretty much around. You playing as captain, of course, you've been captain for almost 3.5 seasons or 3.5 years, rather.
Yes.
Yeah, and how's that been like from you? From being the person who's actually take the instructions to being the person that actually gives the instructions?
I've actually learned a lot because definitely different people that have like different characters that come from different backgrounds. But I mean, at some point you have to be led first before you can actually lead. So during that period where I wasn't the captain, I was just like an ordinary player in the team. I learned a lot from the previous captains, like the likes of Temba Zimo, Dylan O'Brien. He was actually the captain.
He was actually captain, right?
Before he became the captain, and then he went to Bloom Celtics. And then when he came back, I was appointed as the captain of the team. So it's been very, very humbling experience for me.
There's a position, centre back, the position that you've always played since the beginning.
I know. During high school days, I actually used to play CDM.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
My then coach, Bini, converted me to be a centre back because of my height. South African coaches. And then ever since from then till today, I've been being a centre back.
Nelson, I'm going to touch to you, buddy. I just want to, of course, the Varsity Cup tournament has been a very, very interesting one. It's been very fantastic as well. You guys made it over into the semis. Let's just talk about the fact that you actually won back-to-back Real Save Man of the Match awards. 4 times in a row. The only goalkeeper to do that in the tournament. And considering the fact that it was your first season as well, that must feel very nice. I mean, there must be a sort of pride to it that you must have.
There was because there was a lot of hard work invested into it. And funny thing about it is I actually quit soccer. And this is my first season back, and I think it was like came back officially this year again. So from January, I started working from January. So it has been.
You might come back, man. You come back and you make a statement. I'm sure you must be definitely working very very closely with the goalkeeper coach as well. How's he been like with your role helping you as well?
That's the thing, like he helps us a lot, especially on my part, because he's been the one that I've been working with ever since at the beginning. So he understands all my weaknesses and stuff like that. So we kind of focus on the strength that I have as a goalkeeper, and we just try to fix the things, the mistakes that the past that I don't, I'm not very good at. So it's been good actually, because you just know with us goalkeepers, it's very difficult. Because one bad game you're out.
Exactly.
So from the way from practice you have to bring your A game. So it's quite good knowing that the next person who's gonna play is actually gonna do the same job as you.
For sure.
So you have to make sure that the moment you step into the game, you bring your A game.
I think it's pretty obvious that you're not a single man because you were keeper of the role. Very tough way to answer. We're gonna need that. We don't want the actual 99 coming from Now, of course, I think you can answer this one for me as well. Of course, people have been saying that the moment that you have CUT and UFS in the competition together, both these teams don't seem to make it all the way to the competition. I mean, the last time when you were, I think the last time when CUT were in it and you guys were out of it, they made it all the way semis. Yeah, so we made it to semis. And then when you were also in it and they were out of the competition, you also made it to the further stages of the competition. And this year, all of a sudden, when you're together, it just doesn't seem to work out. I guess we should just have a CUT, UFS team together, make it just some more.
I think from our side, we really unfortunate, honestly speaking, because I mean, for us to miss out on the semi-finals, true. It was really unfortunate for us. But I believe we had a very great tournament as a team.
Yeah, true. Listen, that was the UFS men's soccer team, of course, joined alongside, represented by the captain himself, Khato Mokata, alongside the goalkeeper, Nelson Chauke, just giving us their 2 cents about, of course, the tournament that happened recently, the World Cup tournament. However, that's it that we have from the gentlemen. They've been wonderful, of course, and that's where we'll leave it for now. Here on Sports Insight, it's been an absolute pleasure. Sports Insights, of course, right here on the Kovsie TV YouTube channel. Warm welcomes to you. And listen, man, it's been a great show, Mandisa. It's been a great show. Of course, had a lot of guests in with us. The ultimate buzz rising chess guys. Yeah. Had a lot in store for us. And of course, the football guys, Kovsie's main soccer team. Cannot wait to see what they also have in store next week. They still play, so I'm looking forward to seeing some of that.
And hopefully they do good in the RWC League as well.
Yeah, that's for sure. But like we said, of course, in the show, we make sure that we keep you up to date in terms of local things that are happening in and around the university, and of course, national things. And speaking of things that are happening locally, or rather nationally, the Springboks are still busy in the Rugby World Cup. Of course, the Rugby World Cup is underway, but a lot has been happening in terms of controversies. It's been a very controversial World Cup.
It's been a very controversial World Cup, especially with the typhoon as well. I mean, my take with the whole thing is that they were supposed to have a contingency plan in place, because they knew it wasn't a shock to them that something like this would happen. And then now this happens, and then there's no plan B for the teams to actually play somewhere else. So it's really tricky. It's really tricky, especially for the teams involved as well. So it's heartbreaking, especially.
That's sad, man. I saw the CEO of the Old Rugby came out as well to speak out in a statement, and obviously mentioning that certain games will have to be cancelled. And like you mentioned, the fact that there's no contingency plan. It's kind of very sad for them as well, from such a huge organizational body. But like you mentioned, I mean, yesterday we saw New Zealand against Italy, that game being cancelled as well. Today, a big game between Scotland and Japan. But then
that one, it didn't affect who progresses.
Okay, of course, obviously, because New Zealand are top of the group anyway.
Yeah.
Italy are nowhere to be seen. But I think it was today's game which is much more impactful between Scotland and Japan, because they're in Pool A, and whoever wins there will determine who will face the Springboks. And now that game seems to be a little bit of uncertainty on whether or not they play.
But hopefully they play. I mean, a lot is riding on that match. So hopefully, I mean, they play, and then we'll see how it pans out.
Interesting. I mean, if you also look at us, I saw Scotland. They said that they'll definitely take World Rugby to court. If because they know very well if the game has to be cancelled, that means that Japan will actually make it through the playoffs instead of Scotland, on the basis of the fact that they won the pool game against Ireland, so they'll definitely be able to be part of that competition, be able to make book themselves a place.
But then even if they take them to court, I mean, I don't think they'll win, because they did sign a contract stipulating the fact that if a pool match is not played, they can't reschedule it. So it's futile in my opinion.
Very sad. But nonetheless, looking forward to it. And the interesting thing is the netball. Oh my goodness.
KC.
What did we just hear yesterday? It's interesting for what we found out. I mean, with that national call-up.
Yes, Lefebvre. Yeah. I mean, I think it came at the right time. She just had a fantastic season in the Proteas Netball. So it'll be really interesting to see how they play her. I mean, with the new coach as well, the So it'll be really interesting to see how they use her, especially because she plays wing attack and
the goal shooter
as well. Yeah, so and with attack, we know Wongim so plays with attack as well. So it'll be really interesting to see who gets the starting lineup.
And it's the same as well for Kaisa as well.
Yes, with
the same position.
Yes.
She finds herself in center, but she can also play, of course, that wing position as well. Yeah. But definitely interesting stuff. Looking forward to it. I think the netball tournament has been very fruitful on its own. The levels have been much more higher, and you can tell. It's not just only Lefebvre and Kaisa, of course. She's a regular, but it's not just only Lefebvre who's got a call up as well.
well. Monique Reyak, she plays for Northwest University.
Yes.
She also got a recent call-up as well. So definitely the ladies have been looked at. The ladies have been noticed during that whole varsity.
And we can actually see the varsity netball is not just for sweets, just for fun. We can actually unearth talent and see and actually utilize it in the Smart Proteas.
Before you leave, Rugby World Cup, who's going to take it?
Japan, no?
Oh wow, you want those. The Springboks, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, that's it from us here at Sports Inside. My name is Lwazi Dlamini, joined alongside me, Mandisa Ntuli as well, our co-host. And it's been a wonderful show as well. Be sure to stick around, and of course here at Sports Inside, making sure that we give you all the latest news that you need to know happening around Bloemfontein, of course in and around campus, and also in and around the country as well. Here at Sports Inside, we keep you updated with everything that is sporting wise. Otherwise, it is from us to you, man. This is how we give it a name and call it a day.